Guys, welcome to this Moneycontrol live stream. You're watching Midday Market Mood Check with me, Nandita, Khemka, and my colleague Yatin, Mota. Well, Yatin, it's a Tuesday. It's a truncated week, but it feels like a manic Monday, given the fact that we have a triple-digit cut on the Nifty. At one point it slipped below that 19,500 mark. Even though we are above that level now, it's still a 100-point cut coming in on the Nifty. Almost all the sectors are in the red, except for PSU banks and consumer durables. And autos are the big laggards. That index is down somewhere around 1% or thereabouts. Auto sales were fairly mixed. We'll talk about that in a bit. But aside of that, if you look at the mid and small cap indices, some bit of, you can take some heart from there, given the fact that both the indices were trading in the green. And if you look at some of the individual movers on the index, among the gainers, you have HCL Tech. Mind you, the tech giants will start reporting earnings next week, 11th and 12th, the 2 dates. So HCL Tech up ahead of that. HUL is the other one that's doing well. Asian Paints among top gainers. Remember, crude prices have eased quite a bit. Last week it was somewhere around $97 per barrel, and this week, in fact, today it's somewhere around $90 per barrel, and that is boding well for some of these paint companies. Titan, Bajaj Finance. Remember, we have a board meet coming up on the 5th of October to consider fundraise. That stock is up and about before that. On the losing end, you have ONGC. Government has increased the windfall tax rate on crude production. ONGC top loser. Eicher Motors. Enfield sales were down 4%, and after good brokerage report last week, but I think the tepid sales data has taken a toll, so that's among the losers. Hindalco, Maruti, Dr. Reddy's among the other losers. But I think the stock of the day, of course, should be Vedanta, given the fact that it has, life has come a full circle, because the previous decade was about consolidation and mergers, and now it's all about demerging, right? So, but brokerages have not been very exciting, but still the stock is up 5%. What is the reason?
So I think last week also the stock managed to move higher, and this week also we have seen good opening. Obviously, the motive of Vedanta is to really unlock shareholder value, and most importantly, the debt problem at Vedanta Resources, which is the parent of Vedanta Limited, that also needs to be resolved by strategic asset sales. So the brokerages do believe that the demerger probably is looking at some deleveraging via special business unit sales. However, if you look at it from the shareholders' perspective, they will get a total of 6 entities, of which 5 will be new entities, from power to aluminium, copper, as well as iron ore and steel business, as well as the zinc holdings, which is the base metal business. So yes, Vedanta would be demerging, into 5 separate units, including the one which is already listed. So a total of 6 shares is what you will get in lieu of Vedanta Limited. Probably that has got the street excited with some bit of short covering, but yes, brokerages have not been really gung-ho with the kind of demerger which has been announced recently.
Yeah, because I think they believe that the core issue at heart, the debt issue at the parent level, there is some clarity needed on that front, and that is why I think brokerages are unenthused. But from the mid cap end of the markets, I think Marico is one stock that's gaining, given the fact that I think ICICI Securities has upgraded the target price to 670 rupees vis-a-vis 610 rupees earlier, and that stock was up and about. Federal Bank has hit a fresh 52-week high after upbeat Q2 business update, and you have Jefferies as well. It has upgraded MGL with the target price raised to 1320 rupees per share. Aside of that, of course, we have the World Cup starting this week. So shares like Zomato and all those hotel and aviation stocks will be in focus. But Zomato itself today is up 2.5%. Yatin, I think lots of interest and lots of ordering food is going to happen once the World Cup kicks off. So aside of that, Yatin, anything that you are spotting in the mid cap?
So new listing, let's talk about JSW Infra, 120 rupees of the issue price, 119 to be specific, and to that the company has posted a 32% listing gain. Stock is at upper circuit, so strong listing gains coming in for JSW Infra. Apart from that, if you look at the mid caps which are gaining at this point in time, Metro Brand stock is up 10%, Network 18, that stock is up 10%, MGL, as Nandita was mentioning, top F&O gainer up 8%. And Philip Carbon, that stock is up 6.5%. What's not doing well is the likes of Escorts. Most of the auto stocks are under pressure after weak numbers. Obviously, more or less in line, but still there is pressure. Wellspun India also, one of the top loser. But what's doing well in the mid-cap space is Safari. That luggage maker is up 6%, new 52-week high. Suzlon, Ujjivan, MapMy India, Aster DM, Vedanta, all of these stocks are doing well at 52-week high. as well as gaining nearly 5% in trade. And so is the case with a few of these PSU banks. We have Federal Bank, not the PSUs, but yes, Federal Bank is up 2.5%. Union Bank, Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, all of these stocks trading at the day's high.
Right, and in the second half, I think we'll be watching out for that crucial 19,500 level,
Yes.
because most technical experts believe that if that level gets taken out at close, then perhaps we could see some more downside going forward. And talking about the week, lots of cues to watch out for. Of course, we have the RBI policy on Friday. We have the Bajaj Finance board meeting. And of course, World Cup kicking off, as I mentioned. So, we'll be watching out for that. But of course, in the second half, we'll be talking about how the markets, will be shutting shop, and of course, some stocks that will be on our radar this afternoon. But for now, I think we are done with this midday market mood check. Thanks a lot for tuning in. But for all your other news and updates, stay tuned to Moneycontrol.